Biggie Screw back with another video. I don't fuck with bitches. I don't fuck with no shitty hoes. If you fuck with Screw, I'ma shoot you in your shitty hoe. I like them little bitches, them little bitty bitty hoes. You feel what I'm saying? Big Screw back with another video. Today, you see the title, right? Stop. What am I gonna call this shit? I haven't named the video yet, but it's gonna be something along the lines of like, what? Slow down. Stop chasing success. You know. Because that's what we're going to be talking about today. So recently, I learned something new, right? The Matrix has taught me something new, and I wanted to relay this information onto y'all so it can help y'all out, because this shit has been helping me out tremendously with how I'm operating, you know, doing my music shit and everything like that. But I want to start out by saying this. Unfortunately, we've all been duped. We've all been bamboozled. We've all been tricked into thinking that hard work equals success, right? But that isn't true, because you always hear motherfuckers say, work smarter, not harder. But how do you work smarter? Now, in order to work smarter, you have to slow down. You see, we're always on this grind, right? I was like that for a while, and I'm still trying to break that. Still trying to break that and get out of that mindset, that way of being, because it's not how we're supposed to be operating, even when we're working, right? Even when we're working on things, right? You got to slow down, because like I said, when we're on the grind, we're always looking for something to do, always looking for the next thing, And for me, I don't know if this applies to everyone, but for me, it was always me being focused on the future, right? Being focused on the results I will get. And, you know, I'll fuck around and be disappointed with those results, you know, that I get, and it'll discourage me. So that whole thing, right? It boils down to staying present. You know, in order to, you know, when you slow down and you stop running in circles, because that's what you'll eventually end up doing if you're just constantly working. You're on the grind. You'll literally be a hamster in a wheel just running in circles. When you slow down and you take a step back and you analyze your situation, you'll begin to notice, like, what am I trying to say? You'll begin to, you know, move better with more intention. Your steps will equal more. Even if it's little steps, they will equal more, because you're present. You're paying attention to what's going on around you at the present moment. When you're worried about the results in the future, or you're worried about the past, you're not in the present. What you need to do is be in the present. And also, when you slow down and you stay in the present, you will notice, you know, you will find things to be happy about, and you will find opportunities in that present moment, because there's been plenty of times where I was so focused on the grind and so focused on the future and what I'm going to get in the future, right? I passed up like many great opportunities. I had a chance to be an engineer at a great studio. You know, I live in Houston, and there's a lot of shit that goes on in the music industry down in Houston. I've had chances to be engineers, like an engineer, recording engineer. I had a chance to be a radio show engineer, like control the volume levels and shit, you know, on a radio show. I've had chances to work live shows. You know what I'm saying? I've had chances to do a lot of shit, and I ended up passing on those opportunities because I was too focused on my grind, my hustle, and what I'm going to get from the future. When you're so focused on the grind, you will pass up on things that are right in front of you, because you're not focused on the present moment. You know what I'm saying? And I was just about to say this too. When you focus on the present moment, you'll find things to be happy about. And when you're happy about, you know, your present moment, right? When you find things to be happy about in the present moment, then you're telling the universe or God or source, whatever you want to call it, right? It's all the same shit. You're telling God, you're telling the universe that you are happy where you're at, and that you're open to receiving. And then that's when things like money and bigger opportunities and things will come into play. That's when your work will start to pay off. You know what I'm saying? If you're constantly on the grind, hustling, and you're thinking about this and that, and not focusing on the present moment, you're basically telling the universe that you don't have enough, right? You're telling the universe that you don't have enough, and you're constantly looking for more. When you tell God, the universe, that you don't have enough, it's not going to give you more. No, it's not going to give you more. See, the universe works in opposites. That's what I like to say. When you're communicating with the universe, when you're communicating with God, when you want to show God something, you basically have to show him that I'm good, man. If I'll be appreciated if you give. I will be appreciative if you give me stuff, but I'm good. I don't need anything more. I'm well taken care of, And how to, like I said, how to be in that mindset, uh you just got to slow down. You got to slow down, take a break, because this is not a race. You know, everybody got, motherfuckers be thinking that this shit is a race. No, it's not a race. Everyone has their turn. You know what I'm saying? Everyone will have their turn. You just got to wait your turn. And your turn will come faster. Believe me, your turn will come faster when you convince the universe and you convince yourself, because you are the universe when you think about it. So you have to literally convince yourself that you are well taken care of. You don't need anything else. You're doing this music, you're working on wherever you're working, not because you want something out of it. You want money, you want attention, you want fame. That's not gonna work. Okay, God, like, I don't give a fuck about that shit, nigga. No. You have to let God know that, hey, I'm good. Thank you for everything I got. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? And, you just got to break it down like this. If you got clothes on your back, if you got food in your stomach, and you got a house over your head, you're good. If you woke up this morning, you're good. If you can walk, smell, hear, touch, move your body, if you can still do what you do to work, you already won. You already won. You're good. So why worry about all the external shit? Why worry about how many views or streams I'm going to get on this song? Or why worry about I need to do this. I need to do this so I can get this and get that. Why do that? You're going to have your nervous system all jacked up, and you're going to be always, you can't sit down and truly relax. God only gives you shit when you're relaxed, okay? When you're truly relaxed, where you're comfortable where you are. And don't mistake that with I just get to sit back and do nothing and the universe will reward me. No, that's not the case. You still have to work, you still have to do what you do, but you have to change the reason why you're doing it. You're not making music, or you're not making art, or you're not doing whatever you're doing because you want the fame, you want the money, you want the hoes, you want the clothes, you want the attention. No. You're doing this because you love to do it. You're doing it because it's your purpose. And whether you get 1 million streams on that song, or you get 10 streams on that song, you're still gonna make that song and upload it with just as much passion as if you were having 10 million people watching your streams. When you do that with as much passion, the universe, God, will see that, and he'll say, okay, you're ready for this. You're ready for this money, or you're ready for these fans. Because it all comes down to, again, showing the universe that you're ready for it. And if you're constantly seeking it and you want it so bad, you're not ready for it. You're not. You're ready for it when you're comfortable. Not comfortable as in complacent, but you're comfortable as in you're happy with your current situation. And here's another quip I can throw out, right? Where you're at right now, the situation you're at right now is the best possible situation you can be in. Believe me. Yes, it can always be better, but it can always be worse, okay? So don't think about, it can be better. No, think about like this. It can be worse. Okay, I don't have $10 million in my bank account, but I don't think I need $10 million right now. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think I would use that money wisely. I think I would probably blow it on a bunch of drugs and clothes and shit. I'm being honest, right? I'm being honest with myself. I don't need $10 million right now. I don't need $1 million right now. Because if I truly needed it, it's not about deserving it, right? That's deserving is some 3D concept that we humans made up. Because if it was about deserving it, right, billionaires wouldn't be billionaires. No, it's not about deserving the money. It's about, are you ready? Are you ready for that? Because, having a lot of money or having a lot of fans or anything, it's a great responsibility. And with great responsibility uh or no, it's a fuck. I saying that all wrong. It's a great power, and with great power, like they say in all the superhero movies, with great power comes great responsibility. And you gotta let God know that you're not gonna go balls off the walls when He gives you it, because God gives everybody a chance. He gives everyone that the universe is going to give everyone their turn. But it's how you handle that turn, right? Because everyone gets multiple chances. There's been plenty of times where I blew up and was making hella money off of it, and I was spending the money on stupid shit, and I was flexing in everyone's face, not being humble. You have to stay grounded and stay who you are, and don't let anything change you. When you stay grounded and you stay who you are, when that money comes or when that fame comes, it won't change you. A lot of people, they'll get that and they'll just fuck up their whole sense of reality, and then they become an asshole. And that's not what you want to happen. That's not what God wants to happen. That's why you don't have it yet, right? But man, I've been yapping for a lot. Bottom line is, slow down, bro. All right. The world ain't going anywhere. All right. You got all the time in the world. You know what I'm saying? Even if you're 20, even if you're 30 years old, you still have all the time in the world. This isn't a race. This is a journey. Remember that.